You focus on Matamba, but if anyone that didn't tune in, like for the group stage, that's kind of what you were going at the whole time. It's like, man, this guy's just amazing. And also that taunt is really, really cool. I kind of want to have that now.
Yeah, the ones that you can move while you're using them are just so much better than the ones that you have to stay still. So we're really happy they added one for Anti-Mage.
Diversity through taunts. PYW is going to try and contest this bottom area as DY does throw out the grasp, forcing Matumbaman and Puppy away, and it's a level 1 Shadow Poison, so Matumbaman is going to cop some early damage from the pop, but it's still just a level 1 poison. DY careful around Puppy. This guy likes to lock you in with those treants. And Puppy happy to grab the stick charges in return. Already having that so early on. No, they really just want to keep battling him. Matumba, he doesn't have Blink, he went Mana Break to begin with, locked in with Puppy. And now Puppy, he's also going to die. There's going to be too much poison. Mid one's trying to come in to help out, but Matumba and Puppy have died in the top river.
I take back everything I said so far in this game, Toby.
He just needed to get to the lane faster. He won't miss the CS. But he loses his life, and that definitely doesn't feel like the start of the Team Secret we're looking for.
Not at all. Anti-Mage is a hero that if he's not ahead by like maybe level 2 or
this would be good. PYW tossed up and towards the air. Puppy and Matumba doing the damage. They're going to catch him out, and Yang will be forced down the lane.
Yeah, you need these early kills on the side of Anti-Mage's lineup because he doesn't scale with levels in the early game. So if you don't get that advantage early, you just get pressured too much before your battle period comes up.
How do we actually like the mid lane? We've seen Viper have a hell of a lot of success in this mid lane, maybe not always in the hands of, in fact, Ori, who's going against it. But how do we like the Puck versus the Viper in mid?
Yeah, you see the Pucks usually take the phase shift level 1 just to dodge that extra poison attack, so maybe that they can prevent it from stacking on top of itself. I think it's going to be slightly Viper favored as the levels go on, but Puck should have no problem getting the farm that she needs out of it.
I like how you get the gender correct as well.
I was like really cautious there. People always correct you on Puck.
You've done your lore research. Mid one and Puppy. It's just this tri-lane versus tri-lane on the top. There's a lot of easy range damage from the Shadow Demon, a hero which we have not seen. Well, we haven't cast him at all. I'm actually trying to think like how many times he's been picked up during this tournament. Either 0 or low.
Most notably, you're seeing this cutting creeps by Zai in the bottom lane, and Yura's absolutely free farming. Meanwhile, Zai only has 3 last hits, and if you're losing the tri-lane as well, and the Anti-Mage is getting pressured, you want to see the benefit coming out in the other lanes, and so far, not exactly seeing that.
This is really good for Euros. He's actually got support with DY. Mid one, Haste Rune, run himself down to the bottom. Actually, look for a bit like Zai wanted to go. He consumed the Mango, ready to throw out the Fissure, because he had no mana when mid one was arriving, but nothing comes from it. Euros just goes back to the lane. The Dire Creep Wave will come back to him as well, and he'll get back on top of his CS. As we fall into a normal kind of lane matchup. Mid one's kind of hoping for some kind of attack on mid. Don't know how successful he can be at this. With phase shift and orb, unless they can bait the phase shift out, which Ori has been pretty.
That the orb has to come out as well. If he uses the orb aggressively, or at least to hit a creep, then maybe he can come behind with the toss. I think that's what he was waiting for. But I think good awareness from Ori, knowing he can't use that orb yet.
Well, they're going to disrupt. Here comes mid one. Only has toss available. Wants to go for Ori, but okay, wants to just walk past everybody.
Establishing dominance, Toby.
Cameraman. The sacrifice seems to be pretty high though. Like, you're spending a lot of time with these supports in mid. Yang's just able to get 3 solo levels on top. He's already got the 2 points up in his reactive armor. So you're not going to be able to, like, Puppy can't harass him. There's no, the old school Prophet, like, there's no orb on him. So you're not dropping the armor of the timbersaw early on to harass. It doesn't work against the timbersaw. Matumbaman on the Venom, like, it can slow down, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, he has no mana left, and he just doesn't take any damage. Yeah, you can't use any of your spells, but you can just hit him back like you're doing, and get a Sal.
Oh, mid one wants to help out. The tree is getting in front of Yang, body blocking him up, so here we go with the toss back. Quick whirling death, he's got 2 warp charges up his sleeve, we're going to trigger both of them. Living armor, it's a nice bit of life, but not enough. A quick disruption, PYW looking to save Yang, but there's so much to move around. But the 3 players of Team Secret continue the lockdown against the Timbersaw, but Timber is #1 on the CS board.
It's so easy to have strongman syndrome on Timber. Think you're unkillable, and you just got to be a bit careful of overextending. I can't imagine that happens again when he gets level 3 in reactive. I didn't even think it could happen there, but I don't think he did either.
A little too many heroes to go, and we've seen the extra hit time you get with the support Tiny, just able to rotate around, get the toss back. Probably the reason why you think you're okay, but you've actually got to go through 2 retreats. Looking for the 5-minute bounty runes. Shadow Demon's nearby. Great sprout by Puppey. Blocking the ramp, forcing PYW to move down the river.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Never really thought of Viper as a niche hero. Kind of curious to see how he plays this game. Like, will he go for the right-click build? We've seen a lot of treads, Dragonlance, Maelstroms. I think it's his job to eventually rotate and gank this timbersaw when nobody else can really deal with them.
It feels like that's going to take some time. Yeah, Disruption, he's already got 3 poison stacks on him. Ori looking to jump forward. Avalanche will create space. Now with 3 heroes from VG, they want to push further forward. 5 stacks of poison, dropping to 14 HP on Nisha, but he's still alive. He's going to quickly salve up and turn around, dodging. Oh, he will get hit by that 1 stack of poison. Puck looking to all forward. Ori looking for the kill. He'll get the rift up, but Viper playing from the tree line. Ori can get this kill, but at what cost? 3 heroes committed to kill up the Viper. Ori, he's going to have the Dream Call to buy that extra space. Toss is available. Mid one really thought about throwing Puppey forward then, but thought about it a little longer until he realized it was not the play.
Never thought of Viper as a playmaking hero, but he did manage to make it look pretty stylish there before going down.
Keeps Viper a little bit behind in the net worth. Sitting at 1900 to the almost 2.1k of Puck. One player we really have not looked at all is Eurus on bottom lane. He has #1 net worth on the Razor. And do Team Secret really have enough to deal with him? Like he's going to be really tanky. Where does the damage come from Team Secret to do this? Or is it just a late game farmed up Matumba?
I think this Razor is going to represent a storm in the mid game that Secret has to weather through, Toby.
That is horrendously bad.
Thank you.
Avalanche, Zion set up with the initial stun. Eurus, well, there's nothing much more that DY can really give. It gave him all the life he possibly could. And Matumba is the one to rotate down, get his 3rd kill. And the biggest one he could have asked for, the Razor.
He's one of the few anti-mage players that makes these early game rotations, and it really opens up the map when you have these kind of stationary, unkillable cores, the Razor, the Timber. You have to kill one of them, open up the lane for you. Otherwise, where do you go? You can't leave the Timber's lane, go mid. You can't go bottom against the Razor, so you have to kill somebody in order to open up the farm on the map. And generally speaking, that's the only time you want to fight on heroes like anti-mage is when you absolutely have to in order to farm.
Always going to move from one area of farm to the other. But sitting on this lane against the Razor doesn't feel any better. You actually saw a priority in Plasma Field, so it's 4 points in the Plasma Field. That's a lot of range damage, and you're seeing instantly Anti-Mage has to blink away. There's an Observer up on the hill, in fact, DY. And Point Blaze down the dire one. He'll reveal his own vision just because of this. As Toss towards the mid, trouble for the Pup. He just used his orb. Yang doing his own work up on top, but Ori's gone down. Mid one and Zai combining together.
Who needs a blink? Just toss him in.
That was the old way you did it with the Tidehunters. Like, I have not enough money to get a blink dagger up. I'm going hood build instead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Zai's gonna kind of become a support this game, I think. Yeah, he's got a good net worth now, but since Anti-Mage took over his lane and he can't really lane against Timbersaw, I can't imagine he's gonna be able to get that much farm.
We're gonna send him to the top lane anyway.
He does still have Echo, but I don't think you have enough magic damage to bring down this Timbersaw at this stage in the game. You would have to rotate the Viper, who doesn't have a single point in ult or Nether Tox.
Well, they're bringing mid one in, and the Viper's coming in, so you're going to put it to the test. Yang try and Timber chain away. The Fisher hold will be there. And how long has he got? He needs more life available. He can't even get the chain done.
He doesn't need his break. That poison attack just does so much damage. Really important rotation there. I have to imagine they're going to keep rotating their cores to farm and have a rotation intended to kill somebody on the way there, because the Earthshaker can't match up against Razor or the Timber. Neither can Anti-Mage. You have to kill the map open for them. Like, you have to bring it open by only kills.
Puppey's faking his TP to bottom lane. He still remembers there's a Radiant Observer Wall, but I'm loving this Tinker Ward the VG's put down. Now see everything that's coming from the tree line. and trying to ensure this tier 1 tower on bottom lane drops. And this is 30 seconds before you start opening up the outposts, so the push time couldn't come any better for VG Gaming. Then again, VG Gaming have a very bad record down near that outpost. But here comes the rest of Secrets. They haven't taken the tier 1 tower. They clean up the ward game. And the numbers for VG are very heavily split. They're doing TP the SC down to bottom lane 2. Quick Dire Observer was being placed down. Bounty taken out by Zai, losing a lot of his damage right now to Eurus. Quick Disruption means it's going to be max deal, 117 points of damage. Zai trying to be protected by Puppey, and he gets the Echo Slam off. So the damage output is going to be there. DY is finally going to move over to join this fight, but Eurus solo and life for Thomas looking forward. He'll find the kill. He still has Mana Void available as well. Puppey TPing forward, searching for PYW. Will move back behind the tier 1 tower, trying to ride that broomstick away, but it's only just the handle. But Tumman just bearing down on them. The top tier 1 tower can be taken out by Yang in the meantime. The Secret are continuing the pressure to the tier 1 tower on bot.
I think any other team other than Secret would be struggling to make the moves they are. They're somehow getting pickoffs against these heroes that are so hard to kill. Anthony probably has to blink away so he doesn't get mana burned. Actually blinks aggressively.
The Purge. Over on AM, there's a couple of compies of Matumman that's actually helping kill him. But it will not be enough. Matumman survives back in the fountain.
VG doing a good job of pressuring multiple towers at once, knowing that Secret just has to outnumber them in any circumstance, so as long as you're pressuring multiple different points, they can't be everywhere at once. They did already take the tier 1 top, and now they're looking to pressure mid. No Echo Slam on Zai, is probably going for the blink, has 1,500 gold saved up.
Oh, mid 1 just walks in, misses on the Avalanche. Now the Dream Coil's going to come from Ori. They know it's a guaranteed kill on mid 1, especially as he snaps that Dream Coil. Hitting the edge of the leash, Razor trapped inside the crowd once more. There's just no way to escape. Isha just Viper strikes the Razor and movement speed is totally gone.
Yeah, Razor used to be a really hard counter to Viper, but now your poison attack just does so much damage, it doesn't really matter if he drains you anymore. You kind of just kill him anyway.
Isha will enjoy every single one of these kills. Of course, timbersaw is still having a very good game. He take that top tier 1 town, now he sits in the middle. Finished up a Hood of Defiance early on. Is there a good itemization you can really go for the timbersaw? Because right now it feels like Yang is only barely dying with the ganks from Secret. Do you just continue the defense item build?
He's going for a Bloodstone, so I'm not sure exactly what you define as defense, Toby. It does give you some health.
He's got Kyra and Bloodstone actually queued up. Yeah, it's nice progression at least.
Somehow Matumma Man, top of the net worth.
Wonderful crossing. Great silence from Ori. He needs time to face shift, but he also needed his orb. Matumma gets yet another kill. This one secured with the Mana Void. That makes 5 out of the 10 kills of Secret going the way of the AM.
They're just so crisply executing these ganks. Like, it just looks so easy when on paper, I'm telling you, in this game, I would be struggling to imagine how Secret could get any kills before the 15-minute mark. And that's why I love watching them play heroes like Anti-Mage. One of the few teams I think can really make it work. Not only is Matumma Man very good at the hero, but they just open up the map so well, prioritizing the right targets, getting that extra little bit of farm. This was a heavily pressured Anti-Mage. He fed First Blood. He was tri-lane, and now he's #1 net worth.
As long as you die when it doesn't really matter as much. Like, yeah, you gave money to VG Gaming, but that's it. But he's worth a hell of a lot more now if VG can find a way to lock and control him. But how do they even do that? Like, you're going to break on Dream Coil? They don't have any other great stun controls. Everything else is slow.
There's just a lot of balloons to pop this game for Anti-Mage's ultimate. That's how I kind of like to word it. The other games we've seen with Anti-Mage, his ult hasn't seemed like that big of a threat as the game goes on. But Timbersaw, he's going to lose all of his mana.
Yep.
And he's going to get ulted. And it's going to do a lot of damage. Very reliable use of his ultimate in fights. Especially in the mid-game, when usually Anti-Mage isn't that strong at participating.
Smoke gang coming in from VG. They want to have this fight and then take the tier 1 tower in mid. Nisha will be the priority target as he sits onto the tier 1 tower. Puppey right behind it, but the smoke is already gone. Double damage rune. This has to be a little bit more enticing. Ori, in fact, even gives the bottle over to Eurus so he can have that ready for the fight. Yang, you're on the wrong side of the river. Nisha will get some early chip damage in. And Puppey does what Prophets do best. TP down to bottom lane. Summon an army of Treants, force someone to come back to defend this. And the split push begins from Team Secret buying more space for Anti-Mage to farm.
It really seems like the momentum, the control on the map has shifted in favor of Secret. The pressure's off. Like, it doesn't seem like VG can really do anything. Like, they have the heroes that I think are more mid-game focused, that this is their time to shine. And Zai does have the Blink Dagger Echo Slam available, but I don't think he needs to do anything. You can kind of just reactionarily use your ult to defend your towers, to counter gank. As long as your anti-mage is farming, I think you're pretty content with what's going on in this game.
In fact, is it even more worthwhile to hold on to that Echo Slam to stop VG from wanting to push? Like,
exactly,
that's it. You just don't go towards the
Hold
tier 1 towers. That's
yeah.
it.
I'm completely on the same page with you on that one. Oh, Van Brace for anti-mage. That's super value. Opens up a slot for him.
Puppy. Are you trying to cliff farm right now?
I noticed this the other day. Don't be deceived. Anti-Mage's net worth is lowered by the Van Brace, so he effectively has an extra 2 Wraith Fans worth of net worth.
If Puppy actually waits 2 seconds, he can kill a courier with a Windlace. He's going a little bit off his target, however. It turned towards the mid. So Puck's finished his Blink Dagger. It's also coming out in the courier. And once again, Yang drawing the attention of Team Secret onto the tier 1 tower.
And Nisha just doing a really good job of defending. They know he's under threat of dying though, so that's why the rest of his team's here. They do eventually get the tower, but that was 5 minutes in the making. That took so long. In the meantime, Anti-Mage already completing his Battle Fury after such a rough start. When Tread's double Wraith Band too, it's not like he was skimping out on the other items.
I think mid one wants to try and touch Nisha in on the bottom. Try and get this kill over on Razor. Support will be in the neighborhood by DY if they go for this. And Razor, there you go, shows himself, but Nisha's already backing up. Right on top of the Dire Observer Ward is where DY is sitting. And again, we just accept the status quo. Mid one. Nisha's now moved in, realizing the Razor is backed up. Puppy can join the fight too, because hey, why not?
The power of the Prophet is the fact that you can get all these deep wards. You see the one on the shrine top. You see the one that revealed the tree just a second ago. A lot of process of elimination in Dota. If you know they're not there, you know he's alone. And they just have so much necessary vision. Matama Man able to just maneuver the map however he wants. They don't really have any disable other than the puck coil for this anti-mage, and that's a scary thing to deal with at this stage of the game. When you can't kill anti-mage before Manta, it only gets harder.
Because then your silencers do nothing and you're losing full control. Top outpost being claimed right now by Matumba. You know, just blink away. It can be given back again. It looks like VG, they need to initiate. Take that Blink Dagger or Puck and do something with it. So he's going to smoke up with the SD. They look towards the middle lane. Nisha starts his battle against Yang, but they can't really go on him. And there's so much information as well from Puppy. If he's not using these treants to block, he's using them to scout. And now, well, Blink. Stun forward, it's going to be Zai. Nisha, not actually caught inside that Dream Cold. Zai will snap the coil, but that means he can still get the fissure off, and there's so much support coming in from Team Secret with the Mana Void. It spills out to the Shadow Demon. Timber is down. He as will also fall. The self-banishment, it only delays the inevitable of Nisha's damage. And another sprout again from Puppy. Control after control. Europe takes forever to break free. And Ori, even blinking forward, careful of the avalanche hits.
And Anti-Mage actually reflected that banishment, so he tried to take the Anti-Mage out of the fight, but that's one thing about these heroes like Doom, Shadow Demon with these single target abilities that have cast time. You can actually block them very reliably on Anti-Mage. Matchups that used to be really rough for him, no longer the case. They still have Echo Slam, and they are smoked up looking to make it happen again. Blink Dagger also on Tiny. That is a farmed 4-position Tiny, all things considered. Looking at the supports of both teams, Secret is winning that battle.
And look at them come to fight. You're going to put that Blink Dagger straight to use. Ori, he's going to all. He already phase shifted as well, so they start with a toss. The Echo Slam fall off. They sort of chain their stuns perfectly. So Pump will fall while the battle ensues on bottom. Puppy has finally gone down. They cut through the trees looking for Matumba, and they do catch him. He'll blink down south, but who's going to stun? No one. Overgrowth was already committed to help get that kill on Puppy.
trading in the outpost, but both teams are okay with that. I think the puck kill, obviously much more impactful than the Prophet. We are seeing the Deso being built. The problem with this game with a puck is he's dealing with instant disables. You have the Earthshaker from Fog, you have the toss you saw there. I like how they committed the toss first. They didn't just try to immediately blink Echo Slam, because if you miss the toss, whatever, it's a very low cooldown spell. But if you blink Echo and he manages to dodge it, suddenly you've committed that long cooldown. I just love watching the way Secret plays the map, how many heroes they can put to kills. They had Nisha defending the mid tower for 20 minutes in a row. They just know exactly what they have to do to win this game. And Secret's one of the few teams that no matter what lineup they play, I kind of feel like they always know what they're doing.
There's always a plan. They're going to get 3 of the 4 bounty runes thanks to this map control they've got. The ping is finally coming out. Nisha will grab the one on top. SD's TPing up. Eurus was already here. It's kind of funny watching Zion just sitting in Roshan. I'm not exactly certain who he's looking to kill. Probably whoever walks into the trap. The observer ward that Puppy planted so long ago has just seen so much. The Matumba is always on the other side of the map to VG Gaming.
Yeah, already level 15 on it.
Zai? Oh, he is looking for his own fight. He's going to lose his own life. Rat Nature bounces around. The kill is already taken. Yang was moving up. Nisha started off with his own Viper Strike. Now that that's down, maybe timbersaw feels like he's got a little bit more to work with, but Mid-1's Avalanche creates some space on the retreat. But Tumba's just owning the Radiant side of this map.
Yeah, he is farming to his heart's content. He almost has the Manta complete. Courier is dead for 15. I'm sure that'll be when he gets it. And then the Manta, it not only removes the silence from Puck, but it also removes the overgrowth from Tree. That really is the only way they can prevent him from moving, other than Coil. I don't think they have enough damage to bring him down in a Coil at this point in the game. So not even considering when he gets these extra tanky items like the Abyssally is queued up, and then he's going to be a kill threat on anybody on the side of VG.
But it's good to see VG understanding where their strengths are. Like, they take down the tier 2 tower up on top lane. They've already taken the tier 1 tower in mid, and they can keep theirs alive. The other Tower of the Tree and Protector, only one tier 1 tower currently claimed by Team Secret. Of course, it's the bottom. That's where Team Secret were forcing their advantage. But VG really want to continuously own this map.
VG, I think, is doing everything they can. Those early mid-game kills, like the 5 to 10 minute mark that Secret got to open up the map for their anti-mage, that's the crucial impact that you're feeling now at 22 minutes. The fact that the map is not closed in on him too much to the point where he's forced to fight before he wants to.
It's a fight again. Fresh Desolator over on the Puck to go to work with his Dream Coil. Need to hold him in position.
BKB on Razor as well.
Yeah, he's had that for a while. He's just never really had an opportunity to use it. And on bottom lane, DY, he's trying to reach the Dire off. He's able to get rid of it while there's giving it a jump right on top of Nisha. They want to pick him up quickly. They're able to get it. No buyback available. And where does VG then want to add their pressure? Matumba's been pushing in the bottom lane, but DY is taking care of this. Instead, they look towards the top lane. Zai farming up the wave, and Timber will come to cancel that one. In fact, Puck is already here. Mops that wave up so quickly.
Such good awareness by Zai, knowing exactly how long he has to farm that creep wave before, if they had TP'd, that they would be there. That's the big thing, is they're so aware of how they can push their limits. He only farmed 3 creeps, he left the other 3. Players like myself, I've been like, I want this extra 100 gold Toby, and then I'd be dead.
It's that point you don't play the 50-50 game. I'm loving the ward battles between these supports. It's been so unique with the wardings, Tinker wards, but the teams are working it out so quickly too. That's why our map feels pretty dark. There's an Observer and Sentry currently watching over the bottom room for the Dire side. As far as everything else goes, you don't see much. All you see is just the remaining Sentries. Oh, Manifold Ori. The silence. Well, cancels it again. A quick little phase shift. Has he got the time? Blink Dagger, 1 second on cooldown, but no. That is a level 3 mana void. With a pretty much empty puck, you had the damage output. Purge over on mid one, able to toss the timbersaw into Nisha, into the break. They're trying to break it free of this one. Defensive disruption from PYW will buy a little bit more time to Timbersaw down. But Yang, he stayed up on the hillside, so Matoma just jumped himself in and burns off the remaining life of Yang. In fact, even stopping his attacks, allowing Nisha to get the kill. PYW kept alive by the living armor. DY, he has the overgrowth, will let it rip. There's 3 heroes under the tier 1 tower. Will just be held in position. They'll still finish the tier 1 tower. And into Roshan, Team Secret move. Puck is up in 13 seconds time.
Yeah, I love the puppy build, enabling his anti-mage, the Blast Kiss Medallion. I can't really imagine them doing Roche without these items. So really seeing the game plan come into fruition here.
Does Timber buy back? Eurus is here. He's going to blast the field, do some damage inside the pimp. And Tiny tossed him up, tries to trap him, but BKB from Eurus looking to steal the damage. There's so much damage into Ozai. He's trying to jump himself out in time. Back towards the shrine. They're healing up. The Viper won't be so lucky. And Matoma left behind. He just gets bashed up by Roshan. He gets locked in. BG, Zai. No, he couldn't steal it. He tried to get him, actually grabbed the Aegis Immortal, but Raiden have already taken everything. The Aegis in the hands of Eurus. And Team Secret, yeah, they didn't think that VG would try it either, but VG claim so many core kills, plus Roshan, plus the Aegis.
God, I was giving so many props to Secret, but VG, they're making it happen. I really thought at this point, if they got the Aegis on Secret, this might be just GG in a matter of 10 or 15 minutes, but whoo.
Yeah, that's something you want to see again. That was one hell of a fight.
They changed the disables on the anti-mage really well there, preventing him from blinking. The silence on Puck, then the disruption on Shadow Demon, and then they had the leash on Puck. They didn't quite have it up yet before that. And I think Secret's got to be careful. As long as they don't give them the 5-on-5s that VG wants, then I think they'll be able to take this game. But VG definitely has a stronger team fight.
Here we go again, we watched it. BKB from Eurus couldn't come better time. The control not being there from Prophet.
Silence into the disruption, into the coil. He's just not getting out. That Desolator from Puck, I love it. Something we're seeing more and more often. The phase shift makes it so you apply it to everyone around you. The 90 damage talent at level 15. And he's almost got that Ag Scepter. So suddenly this window for killing anti-mage that I thought was just slowly but surely closing is broken wide back open.
Yeah, now they're starting to have the DPS they require. Roshan even helping out, so it wasn't the bash, it was the clap that he landed.
Zai.
There we go again. Zai out of position. Puppy just TP'd in to try and help. A quick sprout to TP away to safety will not be successful. Forced up, can't get down the hill either. And these pickoffs back to back, remember, you still have this Aegis to the Immortal VG Gaming. They just want to feel a little bit more confident to go high ground. They're going to be able to. Matumba seen on bottom lane. If DY can cancel the TP out of Matumba, they could cause real problems for the home defense. In fact, they're just TPing down the bottom lane. Matumba, quick blink away. DY hoping to keep up with him. So VG decided against the tier 3 tower. A quick silence, but Matumba's just walking it off. Goes back over towards his outpost where he's got proper vision. And this haste rune Puck searching for Matumba will not find him.
That's smart. Rather than
but they do catch out Eurus. No quick follow-up. Nisha's too far away. And yeah, he's got Aegis.
And the rest of his team is just beelining it from the bottom lane. I like how Matumba Man stayed bottom. He didn't like panic TP back to base while he was running away. Using the shrine or the outpost vision, immediately pushes the lane again, forcing VG back and forth. This is just the cat and mouse that they have to play during this Aegis. VG trying to force a fight, Secret trying to do all they can to not have to fight them 5-on-5. They benefit from skirmishes. They have a lot of single target pickoff. They have a lot of burst damage. Meanwhile, VG has all these tanky, immobile heroes like the timbersaw, the razor, the tree.
I think Matumba's going to start giving some of these items over. Yeah, he's going to give both the Craggy Coat as well as the Quickening Charm. The Viper, who will then give the Craggy Coat over to mid one. Because you do not want, like, both Viper as well as AM do not want that item. The negative attack speed.
Yeah, support Tiny though, very content to have 31 armor for free. That sounds pretty balanced.
Well, no one's taken that top bounty rune. Zai's going to come over. It's like, oh, I'll take the bounty, and I guess I'll take the outpost too. Looks so stupid.
Yeah, Zai loves doing that. It was on his stream and his viewers were like, does that do anything? He's like, nah, it just looks really funny. It's only when somebody else on your team is also channeling it, because otherwise you just reset the timer.
Yep. Some fresh items. BKB up from Viper. Enjoying that one. Aghanims for Puck. It looks like we have gone through. Was that all of our tier 3 neutrals up and running?
It's amazing how one fight can just change the pace of this game so drastically. At this point, I think Secret has to have to wait for this Abyssal Blade on Anti-Mage. Potentially look for a crucial pickoff like the putt earlier.
Oh, mid one. Ori's going to think about his own pickoff. Mid one. Starting over on the outpost. He's going to continue the channel through it. timbersaw TPing in as well, but it all comes too late. Now the Avalanche actually clipping the tree protector underneath the sentry ward. They find him. Bring him down.
I think getting kills crucial for Secret right now because it just prevents
TP's in. That Sprout doesn't last too long. Yang chaining through, Puck with the force up, able to dodge the attack from Yang, who now has to chain himself up out this one. As mid one won't even allow it. Throwing him back in towards the fight. Shadow Demon looks to help out too, but now it's just Yang kind of stranded, surrounded by 4 heroes. One of them going to TP out, and nope, Matumba's there for the kill. Secure him with the Mana Void. In fact, it's mid one who punches it. The Mana Void was enough damage. Echo Slam. Really, they just go from one to the next. The next, Ori will be nearby. He gets a Dream Coil. A little bit extra damage, splitting it off. I'll have to wait through the Dream Coil, so Team Secret cannot get more. For VG Gaming, is it just one by one, they march towards Team Secret's death line?
Yeah, if Secret can force them apart like this, they benefit. But if Secret groups up like they did in the Roche Pit, I think Vinci's going to wipe them every single time. Both teams really punishing the mistakes of the opponent. I think they're really forcing them to make it, though, right? Secret maybe got a little antsy going for that early Roche, but that was all set up by a lot of constant split pushing, applying pressure that they have to react to on the side of Vinci. And Aegis is gone. I don't know if they've missed their timing. I thought they missed their timing already. Then they had it again.
This just feels to be like the state you can feel of Dota Fatama jumping in, defending the mana of Ori so quickly. He has no time to react. Side control was more than enough.
So hard to play Puck as the game goes on. The damage from Anti-Mage plus the stun from Shaker is always going to be a kill.
Yeah, because you can't Lincoln's dodge any of this. Like, what do you get? Like an Aeon?
That doesn't feel good, but that might be the only way he can deal with it.
He's going BKB, but the BKB also, if you don't trigger it in time, you can't react in time.
Yeah, usually you can just fissure from fog like I did there, and there's no reacting to that.
Its middle tower is under attack.
Maybe then there's more pressure on Yang to be the frontliner. He has his mana burn just as fast.
Yeah, he's almost like a ticking time bomb for the rest of his teammates if he's getting hit by the Anti-Mage.
So Tree, as well as SD, you're gonna have to do some heavy saving. The Blink Dagger now afforded by the Tree and Protector.
They're smoked up. Anti-Mage missile.
Another grab. Goodbye, timbersaw. That plus 20 strength talent, not giving him enough to survive. Like
exactly.
Like well, SD's going for like the chain ultimate. He's going for an Aghanim Scepter build. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to finish that. Team Secret can just start to step up the pace.
Yeah, the break really good against both the Anti-Mage and the Viper. When you get that Aghanim Scepter upgrade. Razor went for this butterfly, but I think they needed a disable or something. They needed some low cooldown, reliable way of locking Secret down.
You actually want him to have like a scythe?
Yeah, something like that. I don't think that you can just have foil from Puck be the only way that you reliably kill heroes, because then it's so much on Ori. He has to be the farming hero, he has to be the initiating hero. He's just going to have so much to do that it's kind of easy for Secret to read Vici's movements based on one hero.
It's kind of nice when you think of it on one way, like VG Gaming can have a backup damage form, so it's not just on Puck, it's less pressure on Ori, which I think he'll be as fine as this tournament has gone. Like, having less pressure on Ori is okay, but I get you. Where is you disable? You had all the damage, but can you inflict it?
Yeah, as long as they can force the fights, his damage is good. But right now, that's their issue, so looking to make it happen with the smoke now.
You see mid one's position, he's underneath the observer ward, he's making sure the smoke will not be able to surprise Team Secret. Roshan will respawn in 1 minute 45.
They check it, but it's not up.
And also checking for wards, but the sentry is barely out of range of the dire ob. So VG Gaming probably feel like they're in a good spot, or away from vision, but Eurus is sitting right on top of it. So is the Tree Protector. 3-man echo. Zai hits in hard. SD's already down. The Overgrowth creates some more space. Puck's doing some good damage. Eurus as well. He's going to do it through the BKB. Animate as well as the ES will both end up falling. And DY, I don't know how, but he barely survived this fight.
Yeah,
That looked so good when Zai initiated.
yeah, I think Secret underestimated that. All of Vici was right there. I think they thought that they were going to get 1 or 2 quick kills and then turn it into an advantageous team fight. But Vici, you saw the damage. They can bring down Anti-Mage if all 5 of them are there.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about with Eurus' build, that he does do enough damage.
And he just hit 25. We're 34 minutes in. He cracked the 25. You got a Paladin Sword to buff him up as well. So sustain is up, and let's just see this start once again. So mid one started all this, fighting on DY. And Zai looked like he was going to nail this whole fight.
I think they should have focused the tree. That overgrowth just won them the fight. If they had focused the tree, I think they underestimated that he was going to be tanky enough to live through that initiation, as you said.
Yeah, Nisha, when he Hurricane piked himself up the hill, and then he started battling into the Razor, who just BKB'd.
Yeah.
Damage problems going the other way.
This Lotus Orb from Prophet will be a big deal if he manages to block the static link from the Razor. It just reflects it, basically negating it. Oh, they have 2 Lotus Orbs queued up. Okay, so they're really investing on basically putting items on their Anti-Mage as well as their Viper. They have the bunch of Force Staffs, they have the Vlads, the Solar Crest, now 2 Lotus Orbs coming out.
Protect the 2 cores so they can stand on the front lines together, not just one by one. But it feels like VG Gaming, they made the most of the opportunity. You take a fight, you clean up the sides. You've already taken the all the towers on the top as well as the mid lane. There's just the tier 2 tower on bottom. But Puppey doing Puppey things. Every outpost is for the taking.
They're coming though.
He just, yeah. He's got a 4-star available. Man, they do so much damage. Zai, there's your block, there's your 4-star. Begins his TP away to safety. You know how they find him. Fuel Scepter is available. Puppey comes down and dies.
I was like, if he gets out here.
It was the only disable that Yang had to offer. SD was coming, but he was a little too far away. But with Puppey down, they look towards Roshan. This will be the second of the game. Mid one, also getting good information. Ori jumps forward, gets a Dream Call over on mid one. They're using their Radiant Observer to try and take this fight, slowing mid one down. The Lozor will not protect him. And now he's dead for 75 seconds. Matumba's looking for a rebuttal with a push on bottom lane. Maybe he can take the tier 2 tower. But losing Roshan for this? Dangerous.
That coil lasts so long, man. 8 seconds.
8 seconds for that, and the double damage to give him even more pop. Matumba's going to try and trade for a little bit more. He's still looking to the tier 3 tower on bottom lane, but they cannot contest Roshan. No one from Team Secret is there.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Now VG Gaming have a second life on the Razor. The cheese is currently in the backpack of the puck. Got a funny feeling they're going to give that to the timbersaw.
Smoked up on Vici.
He's got 9 bloodstone charges on the timber.
We have seen worse from Ori yesterday. I think he had like
it was
4.
the same team, different player. Under the cover of smoke, VG, Zai just blinked himself close up, but not close enough to break the smoke or make himself a target. But Eurus will be the front liner. Puppey's preparing for the siege. Defensive sentry wards. Inside the base they go.
Yeah, Zai is like circling where exactly they are. They know that they've kind of done this clean sweep across the map. They're just trying to corral Secret into their base. They know the split push threat is what they have to deal with. And even though they don't get a kill from that, look at where Secret is. I think it really did accomplish what they were going for.
And they look to get to bottom. They won't get there in time. Yang's already going to get the outpost. But it's not going to stop them from trading it straight back again. Still another minute and a half until the 40.
Yeah, they're looking for this timbersaw.
Yeah, they just want him.
They know he's there.
If you can blink Abyssal Blade, then that is... Oh, okay. And he can miss chain like that. That's an attempt to kill. He's turning around. Razor's coming back over. Puppey just took the shrine. Puck. Also TPing forward. Timbersaw. Still looking for his own target. Mid one finds his, which is Eurus. It's the Aegis Morse, not the target Team Secret want. But they're happy to do the early chip damage.
Yeah, Secret's going to keep trying to find you with 4 heroes against your 1, and then VG... Yeah.
And then Puppey just goes top. We'll drag you the other side of the map and we'll take the other outpost. And if you push up too far, Puppey can just TP down, take that outpost, and then TP back anyway.
Pretty hard to get both outposts against a good Prophet player, that's for sure.
Backdoor protection. The creep wave will finally arrive, so VG can claim this remaining outer tower. New items, so A on disc, the Shadow Demon. That's a nice way to survive.
Yeah, they seem content having no extra disables on VG. Nobody building into a sheepstick on, like, not even the puck.
It's just the raw damage. We kill what we can in the very short span of time we've got.
Exactly.
The puck is getting there. Like, he's got BTs going in for the Daedalus.
Most likely going to take the Dream Coil Rapid Fire at level 25. That's what we've been seeing a lot of with this physical damage build. The phase shift attack kind of made this build way more viable than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Just makes it come online much sooner. Before, it didn't really make sense to go for the Dream Coil Rapid Fire because up until level 25, you didn't really do any damage.
As you love how too, he gets to combine with the telescope of the SD, and the Viper doesn't get one of his own for his team.
They
Small
did get
little
that
range advantage.
They did get the outpost right before the 40-minute mark, so VG does claim both outposts in
That's
terms
good.
of XP.
Yang's even going to get the bounty rune on bottom.
I just watched mid one try to swing, and he's got the craggy coat plus his ultimate. Takes him so long to finish an attack.
That's classic speed, Tiny. Always remember the Tiny who he into the racks. Like, I'm going to remove 25% of the racks, but I will take 5 seconds to swing my arm. Raids is getting bigger and bigger. We may actually have, in another VG game, another level 30 hero. Eurus is already at 27. With a DD rune bolted up, they'll trigger it now. They don't have much longer left on this Aegis Immortal. They really want to make the use of it.
As if 8-second coils were not long enough. He has a timeless relic now, so 25% on top of that, as well as the 15% damage. One of the best tier 4 items, if not the best for Puck.
What did Razor manage to pick up? He got the Havoc Hammer. 30 damage, 80 strength. Sure, you'll switch that one in after the Aegis is timed out.
And he gave it to his tree as well. He's got open slots. He's trying to take that extra little boost. Might even help him clear some waves.
Yeah.
As a support.
But his tree is the real meme hammer, boy. Timbersaw so close to Team Secret, but that's a long chain away. Team Secret having that smoke break. Not what they wanted, Yang. Feel his aggression turning around. He's just looking for a target to Yule Scepter. Well, the other 3 heroes of Team Secret are still smoked in mid lane.
Can they catch Rager? He still has Aegis. Is it timing out? It is going to be out in a
10
few
seconds. 10 seconds.
They're waiting for it.
I have to wait a little longer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Zai plays the ward on the hillside. I realize Yang's moving over, doesn't want anything to do with it. The Minotaur Horn will be a new item. Switch straight into the anti-mage. Plus 20 strength.
Oh, he gave the Van Brace up. Will Nisha take it? He does. Okay. That is an agility Van Brace, so probably not very good on anyone else. AC going to be done on the Razor. He's all in on his physical right click damage, and that is, he's the only one on his team that does it. I guess the puck kind of enables it, and now that he has the Daedalus queued up with the Dream Coil Rapid Fire, Arcane Rune as well, bottled up.
Who gets Paladin Sword now?
Looks like it's going in the reject pile. Maybe he'll save it for fights, because it does amp up your Satanic. Like, take out his boots. Maybe after the BKB.
Let's get a Timeless Relic.
Maybe good on Shaker, which he is going to hand it off.
I swear, with all these new items, you need to have even more, like, proper inventory slots. Oh, Timber, jump straight forward. Viper, caught inside the tree lines. Gets the Viper strike out over on Yang. Is anyone going to try and break him free? They are not. And now, the jump in, Dream Coil, almost snapping on Nisha. Man, he dies so quickly! And they want to get more Matumbin up on the hill, put down the spell shield so it can blink away to safety. BG looking to fight so hard at Assault Cuirass. It's like there wasn't even armor on this poor little Viper.
Yeah, it's just that Dream Coil Rapid Fire. When you get coiled, you're going to die, Toby. Anybody on their team, I think even Anti-Mage might die to the Puck plus Razor in a few seconds, honestly, inside of that Dream Coil. I don't know what Secret does about it. They don't have any abilities that buy time. If they're in the coil, they can't save anybody, they can't purge the disable.
You can cancel BTs at least. That was Yang who was TPing down to the wave on bottom. You'll just TP to the lane, to the tower instead. And, well, into the trees, you guessed correctly. Zai bouncing around, he goes west far enough, but now Ori, oh, he's there, right on top of Zai. Threw out that last fissure, revealed his position. Ori was going the opposite direction, and now 71 seconds without the Earthshaker when Roshan could spawn up in 40 seconds time. And maybe Eurus, Matumba jumps in, gonna burn off the mana as quick as he can, but DY blinks forward, gets the overgrowth as well, so Eurus is able to not only survive, but add some pressure. Puppey will force Arthur back up the hill. He'll be okay.
That's the benefit of the Minotaur Horn. He can use his Manta, and then if he gets overgrowth, he can just use that active for, even though it's only a second and 1.75 seconds of
breaks
active.
it free.
Yeah, breaks him free out of that overgrowth. They're looking for Tiny. He's going to find him.
They're going to look for Prophet as well. Puck TP's up, able to get the quick silence. You already have a Rod of Atos, so Puppey, hard to get away, hides inside of his own sprout, but Ori just joins him inside the trees. And Puppey, he can't really go anywhere. Matama jumps in, he knows that he's wasted the timing of Puck. Ori can just get mana voided down, DY goes in with the tree, will be thrown down and connect, but DY's okay.
They also knew that overgrowth was on cooldown. He had used it just a few seconds ago on the anti-mage. Really important kill. I mean, Puck's probably the most powerful hero on the map. Yeah, the Razor does so much damage, but
Matumba.
Wow, already BKB just
it's the Minotaur Horn. Oh, he actually keeps holding his BKB. He's still got a 10-second BKB timing. Shadow Demon protected by the Aeon Disc. Now Tiny, low on life. Yang keeping the shark on top, and Big One cannot escape from that one. But Matumba just goes straight into the back lines. Still hasn't got the kill over on Shadow Demon. Now he's locked in. It's the Dream Ball. He knows he can't jump away, but Zai can jump in. A huge fissure. Nisha now into his own damage from Cinnamon. Enemies will buy back into the fight. They need more damage output, and they're buying the time. But Nisha still gone down. Zai back in again with more stuns. But now he's also over to the tree line. The attack will follow him from Ori into the trees. Zai with no buyback available, and Yang looking for his own kill. He's caught him out with the Yulsep. The mid one says, get away from me. But Roshan is alive. There is a refresher shot in this guy as well. And with Team Secret with so many players down, you know VG are heading there right now.
His Razor is a raid boss, man. He does not die. I doubted his build without the stuns, but they knew if they just got a couple pickoffs, they could force Secret to fight them.
He's going to bottom lane. Blinks forward, able to actually cancel the jump away. Yang gonna lose a little bit of his mana. Where's the support? I thought more of it was going to come a little faster. Realizing just how little Matumba actually does. And Yang doesn't even care. He just goes up to the tier 3 tower. The rest of his team's on top lane. Eurus is taking the tier 3 tower on the top lane, while Yang provides the distraction on bottom.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What does Team Secret do about this? With no ES, Viper does not want to buy back. They'll have to let the top lane of Rax go. The proper sprout means they can't close the distance. And get that attack into the melee, that's fine. They'll kill the range instead, then into the melee. While Yang stays underneath the tier 4 towers. Attention is shifted towards the mid lane. But they're backing up. No buyback from the Viper. ES is alive. Now Razor actually can consume an Aghanim Scepter and get the Aegis Immortal too if he wants to.
He's also approaching level 30. He doesn't have the most amazing other talents. They have a level 28 Razor, level 28 Timbersaw.
To the Aghanims with his 25 unlock.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That'll feel nice. Divine Rapier. It is on the field for Matumba. All the damage he can dish out, he will try to do. The Imcores are dropped down. Goodbye tier 2 items. We're hitting 48 minutes. We're hitting late game.
Yeah, they give the refresher shard to Razor. Double BKB, double Satanic, double Eye of the Storm. It does stack.
And that's the old way, right? Like it was always like you get refresher orb, you have the Aghanim Scepter ultimate, you just start burning through buildings. And Puck now has the full Daedalus completed too.
Oh, and Timbersaw gifted him a Moon Shard. What a good teammate. Or was that the Puck? Somebody gifted him a Moon Shard.
His attack speed is going to be through the roof. Currently going at 530. Smoke movement from VG Gaming. Good observer on the hill. If mid one waits a little longer, yep, the smoke's going to break. Mid one. Oh, here comes the Timber taking super sword to the front lines. Won't get control. The Dream Call. It's a back line. So much damage. Viper as well as Prophet. Just a desperate Tumman. He can jump away, burn both the BKB. Minotaur Horn still available for him. He'll go for another quick blink. He cannot die. TP from Zai. It'll be successful. There's no Yorceps to cancel that one. But Team Secret, a lot of heroes pushing up the daisies. They have Zai's Echo Slam. They have that big ultimate. Maybe that'll be enough to defend on the high ground. Again, the Minotaur Horn can be triggered off. Defensive disruption. Hit the Razor a little bit more safety. Nice 4-star. Zai getting away from that rod of Atos of DY. Quick little fissure. They want to burn the mana over off the timbersaw as quick as they possibly can with the Dreamwalk. We go all over again. Oh, just call it. Mercy, mercy, please. Team Secret will lose all 5 heroes, and they will definitely lose game 1 here against BG Gaming. That puck feels so good. And BG didn't look like they were always online, but they were at the end.